This is CTV News, I'm Grant Mangan. Mother Nature has taken its toll on Christchurch again, with more flooding than expected, drowning parts of Christchurch and parts of South Canterbury being affected by flooding as well.
It's a sight many Cantabrians have seen too many times this year. The banks of the Heathcote River breaking and streets around the city swallowed in water. In Kashmir, residents at this house were evacuated as a 2-metre deep sinkhole engulfed its fence and front lawn. But Christchurch hasn't been the only one battered by the wet weather. South Canterbury recorded 50 to 80 millimetres of rain over the last 24 hours, the second heavy rainfall in the space of a fortnight for the region. But Flockton Basin remains one of the worst hit areas when heavy rain falls. Today, while Carrick Street filled up like a bath, the street was otherwise empty. Only 4 residents remain living there, while the rest have been forced to move out. One of the remaining residents says they're only there because their house is built so high up, the water only laps the side of their home and never causes damage inside. Murray Davis has been living in Flockton Basin his entire life, and when the heavy rain falls, it's not just an inconvenience but a health risk.
It is not a healthy environment. It's not fun to have diluted sewerage flowing through your home, whether you're renting it or owning it.
And Flockton Cluster are calling for action to be taken to help the residents in the area.
It is a real nuisance, and it's time for the talking to stop and for some action.
Well, we're all hoping that someone can do something about it, but then it's just waiting, that making decisions that, the paperwork's trial going through the department to department, but then people live here, they just have to put up with like we all did in earthquake.
Prime Minister John Key announced he was prepared to help homeowners in flood-prone areas, but the government were waiting for the council's proposal. Christchurch Mayor Leanne Dalzell has given the council's task force 3 weeks to come up with solutions for Christchurch's flood-affected areas. The council has solutions to aid flood-affected areas, but they would take almost 2 years for the project to be delivered.
So somehow we have to come up with something in the meantime so that people don't have to put up with us every month, the second month.
But until action is taken, the residents are left to deal with the aftermath this flooding leaves every time heavy rain falls. Emma Cropper, CTV News.